condition. If these examples are clear, in the same manner, the consciousness reflects as mind through the body, and the mind reflects as the eyes through the eyes, the vision through the eyes, the hearing ability through the ears, etc. So when we thus start going back, all the reflections disappear. See, when there is a cataract develop on the eyes, where is the vision? Vision is already there in the eyes, but because there is no proper instrument, it cannot express. Similarly, when the mind is enfolded as in deep sleep, it is not destroyed. It is absorbed in the consciousness temporarily. Therefore, in this world, nothing is destroyed and nothing is created. See, matter cannot be destroyed and energy cannot be created. It's a simple rule. This eternal presence is our essential nature. Living in this knowledge all the time is practicing meditation. See, friends, spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. See? It cannot be just, no, I work only after office hours. No, it is 24/7. And in this manner, when we start living our life in utter alertness, then slowly, the awareness component of our personality increases. And the matter component of our personality decreases. See? And in the language of J. Krishnamurti, we come to a point wherein there is objectless awareness. Our Vedanta does not replace one notion with the other notion. In case of yoga, it happens. Earlier, I was a rogi. But since I started the pranayam, I have become a healthy one. So earlier I was rogi, now I am not. So I is still there. Earlier I was a bhogi, now I is a yogi. So I is still there. See? Only changing the label. Earlier I used to drink a lot. No, I don't drink that much. See, I is still there. Earlier, I used to go to the movies. Now, I go only to the temples where movies are shown. See, friends, we are only changing the labels of I. Vedanta does not change this notion of I. We do not accept notional existence, but actual existence. And this is the real meaning of living in meditation. See, friends, when this is clear, distinct, thereafter our convictions will start changing. See, we all live convictions. Today we are all convinced that I am a body. And therefore, we never say I am a body, but our life is lived with that conviction. See? So when I say, Amma, मैं जा रही हूँ. Swami ji, why you talk like that? क्यों? What happened? मैं जा रही हूँ. No, you are a man. You should say, मैं जा रहा हूँ. See? रही रहा, woman and man. Woman and man is a gender for the body, not for the embodied. But we are so deeply involved in this body identification that we are unable to break this barrier. And therefore, let us change our convictions. First conviction that this body I cannot be, step number one. How? Because the body is not created by me, nor the body ever listens to me. On what ground we say that I am the body? first universal error. Because everybody says it is so, that does not mean it is right. Majority is a rule only in the kingdom of fools, like democracy. See? Any Tom and Dick, Harry and can go, I am going on to fast. Convert this thing to this. No, I will die. Very good. One fellow less. Finish. If you want help, we'll come and help you. See, this kind of majority is not the criteria on the spiritual path, but our own inquiry. So once we are convinced of this, really, this body cannot be me. Immediately, it is something like, emptying the contents of a box. Immediately. The moment we discard the body identification, then what happens? Brother, mother, father, sister, neighbor, friend, enemy, everything is only an illusion. And we all suffer only because of this load. My husband, my wife, my brother, my sister, my father, all the kind, this is the only discussion that we have. So once we change this error, then we take a real step. Then who is the embodied? And once this embodied inquiry begins, ayam aham kuto bhavati chinvataha ai patatyaham nija vicharanam. Who is this I? Where the dreamer goes after the dream breaks. See? One young boy in BITS Pilani, after my lecture was over, he came. Swamiji, I got one question. Yes. What happens after death? So I asked him, who are you? Hindu, Muslim? Swamiji, I am a Hindu. I said, we'll burn you. And I started walking. No, not like that. I said, then there will be one day holiday for the institution. When you die, if you don't believe, try. No, you are not understanding. I said, what is there? No, what happens to the soul after death? Oh, you are also a soulmate. Then I asked him, which year you are studying? Second year. You must have studied physics. Yes, Swamiji. I said, I'll ask you a question. The reply that you give me will be the reply to your question. Okay. I said, when a bulb fuses, where the light goes, there you will go after death. I don't know. I also don't know because I didn't die and go anywhere. See, friends, when a bulb fuses, there is no loss either for the electricity or for the light, because the electricity is expressing as light through other bulbs. This principle of manifestation, that electrical energy expresses as light through the bulb, this is the one which can never be destroyed. See, friends, in the same manner here, suppose I die suddenly here. Died. Then you will have a problem. I won't have any problem. अब इनका क्या करे? And I'll enjoy. You suffer. No. See, friends. So the consciousness will not get destroyed. The expression of consciousness in other bodies is still there. Then what happened to this? Bulb fuse ho gaya. See? And when the bulb is fused, we throw it away. See how simple it is. Where is the place for the jiva? So get rid of all these things. Last life, this life, next life. There is a friend of mine, a great yogi, elderly one. So one day he told me, Swamiji, I can tell about his own last 7 lives, just like that. And he told, in one life he was in Jabalpur, in other life he was in Dehradun, in the third life he was somewhere in Agra, and like that, And in the seventh life, I was a parrot. Popat. You call it popat, no? So this is what. I can tell yours also. But unless you want it. I said, I don't want it. Why? I said, in everybody I alone am. How many things will you tell? No, about your birth. I said, I have no experience of birth. How can I accept your statement? You may tell anything, and there is no way to verify. I can't go and, file in the Supreme Court. Dekho theek hai ki nahi? No. Even if you tell me that I was donkey in the last life, what does it matter? It is good I don't remember. Otherwise, anywhere donkey is coming, Mummy. See? But we get so much enchanted by this. He knows my last life, ugly life. These are all bluffs. It has nothing to do with the truth. See, friends. Therefore, when, this was the second type I was explaining you about the theory of reflection. So when in the pot the sun is reflected and it also gives light, that doesn't mean it is a real sun. It is just a reflection. And when the pot breaks, the water goes somewhere, will you go and collect? Never mind, let me collect the reflection at least and bring it in my bag. No. Because reflection is an appearance. It does not exist. See? Like our reflection in the mirror. It appears, it doesn't exist. What is the thickness of the mirror? Hardly 1 mm. If there is something about 10 feet away, the reflection appears 10 feet deep. But is it 10 feet deep? No. It is just an appearance. In the same manner, Sri Krishna, this same consciousness expressing through the body as a mind, thereafter the whole projection comes out. And there is an appearance of the multitude. When the mind is enfolded, where the appearance has gone? See, the more you contemplate in this line, you are practicing meditation. And if the practice of meditation does not reflect in the quality of our life, we are practicing meditation is a self-deception. See, if somebody says, I have been working in a perfume factory. Oh, very good. But excuse me, yes, why you are stinking like a rotten fish? No, it is a manufacturer's defect. No. If you are working in a perfume factory, when you come out, there will be some lingering perfume around you. In the same manner, if we are living as consciousness, expressing through the body, the stink of the mind and the limitations of the mind, called as mamata and ahanta, will never express in our expression of life. See, friends, mind expresses as the stink of mamata, mayaness, and ahanta, I-ness. So till such time, these two things are overpowering our life. We are still at the level of the mind. We are not transcended. And this, going beyond the sense of the jiva or the embodied, is never done by simply sitting and struggling. No. Our understanding has to be corrected. And as the understanding will be corrected, it will start happening. See? Our spiritual unfoldment is never recognized by us. Our spiritual unfoldment is recognized by the people around us. See? Like, we never recognize that we are growing. It is somebody for the first time ask us a question. Uncle, what is the time? Don't call me uncle, call me Bhaiya. I am from UP. See? First time when somebody calls us uncle, it hurts. Much more. If you are called auntie, don't call me auntie, okay? See? And the real shock we get in our life, for the first time when we are addressed, Dadaji, you give me abuse, but don't call me Dadaji. You see? Now why this happens? Because we never experience we are growing. It is others who see us that we are growing. In the same manner, when our life starts more and more awareness-oriented, then the quality of our life changes. And what is the quality? Only one change. Ever cheerful and happy. See, after giving the whole Bhagavad Gita instruction to Arjun, Bhagwan Sri Krishna again in the towards the end of Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, he says that Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api natyajet sarvaramba hi doshena dhumena agni. Hey Arjun, whatever you have to live in this life, live. Don't become serious unnecessarily. There is no perfection in this world. This world is exactly like this. This is how it is beautiful. See, if Americans or Europeans say have to create the world, they will create the world with straight lines. See? The beauty of the world is in the crookedness, not in the straightness. Imagine a dog with a straight tail. It will look very ugly. The crookedness of the tail is the beauty of the dog. Similarly, the confusion is the beauty of this world. See? Otherwise, there is no charm. And therefore, let it be as it is. We have to negotiate through all these. Then, how do we live? Hereafter, he gives the spiritual practice. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruha naishkarma siddhim paramam sannyasena gacchati. So live in this world, but don't belong to the world. And don't be possessive of the world. Possessiveness is our old habit. Yesterday I was showing somewhere one PowerPoint I got, the principle of emptiness. The more you learn this art, empty the contents from your house, empty the contents from your cupboards, empty the contents from your suitcases, empty the content from your things which are somewhere, never you have opened them, start emptying. This process of emptying outer things will initiate a new attitude in your heart. Then you will start emptying the contents of your mind. What are the contents of our mind? Memories, hatred, friendship, enmity, relationship, burden, frustration. Everything will slowly start emptying. And the more we are able to empty ourselves, the more it is filled with the divine bliss. See? Unless we empty, the divine cannot flow in. See, friends, when you go home, you find out how many things are there in the house. 90% of them are not required. 90%. I have a friend, they are now staying in Vrindavan, and both of them, husband and wife, they have got this principle right from many years. I know them. Come from a Marwadi family, very good quality life. But in their house, you will not see anything extra. Sleepers, bathroom ka ek sleeper, and for going out, one pair per person. One pair for the husband, one pair for the wife. Not a rack of shoes. Then the bed sheets, there are 2 beds, so 4 bed sheets, not a 5th one. See? No, nothing extra. The whole house is so empty and so cheerful we can be. Otherwise, so many things keep on accumulating, and the same outer habit is reflected inside. We don't want to give up our past. See, friends. And living in the past is living as an ego. Living in the present is living as a Jivan Mukta. Give it a try. In somebody's house I went, and a nice room with all gods and all that. So Swamiji do the arti, so I did arti and all that. Swamiji, how do you like? I said, whom? Krishna? Rama? No. Our this prayer room. I said, you want the truth or the bluff? I have got both answers. No, tell me the truth. I said, in your prayer room, gods are secondary and empty oil bottles are primary. There were more than 100 empty these oil bottles everywhere. And all kinds of kachra. And that nirmalya which comes out, that is tagged over. And mosquitoes and all that. I said, is this a prayer room? In this room, I don't know how God is suffering. See? So when I said like this thing, immediately husband was so happy. Swamiji, thank God you told. I tried to tell her. She just doesn't take out anything from the house. The moment I say, she said, you go first out. Say, don't collect the things. It is not required. See? Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruhaha. No expectation of any kind from anybody. See? One day it happened somewhere, after my lecture was over, one person came, Swamiji, they should have advertised more people would have come. They did not do advertisement properly, therefore only 10, 20 have come. I said, how does it matter for me? I have come here for a time pass. I have not come for the people. Nothing in this world should disturb us. Like the space is not disturbed by anything. No thing or nobody should disturb us in this world. No thought, noble or ignoble, should disturb our mind. And no experiencer, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, should create any personality in us. When these 3 things are practiced, then asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruhaha. Then what will happen? Naishkarma siddhim paramam sanyasena adhigacchati. Then he attains Naishkarma siddhi. What is Naishkarma siddhi? Leading your life effortlessly. Leading your life spontaneously. Leading your life without any expectation from anything or anybody. See? It is this principle which keeps the Mahatmas going in this world. If the Mahatmas have got this notion, मैं इतना गला फाड़ के बोल रहा हूँ, लोग realize होते ही नहीं, क्या करूँ? They are having their time pass, that's all. Whether somebody is improved or not, who cares? See, friends, keep yourself at peace under all conditions. That is spiritual life. Then, siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame. Now listen, after we have come to this quality of our mind and life, that nothing disturbs us, then the teacher says, buddhya vishuddhaya yuktaha dhrutyatmanam niyamya cha shabdadin vishayam tyaktva ragadvesho vidhasya cha. Now we are working directly on ourselves, not on the world. And what is that working on ourselves? That buddhya vishuddhaya yuktaha, the mind is totally free from hang-ups of the world. Then all our faculties are under our control. And thereafter, ragadvesho vidhasya, we do not carry the load of likes and dislikes. And vivikta sevi lagvashi yatavakkaya manasaha, then our involvement in the world is reduced without any effort. What is the withdrawal of the world from the involvement? We do not get too much agitated by anything that is happening in this world. See, as when we wake up from the dream, we don't continue to be agitated about the dream. Good or bad, it has come and gone, just a dream. And ahankaram balam darapam kamam krodam parigraham vimuccha nirmamaha shantaha brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Then the efforts along with our sadhana are also dropped. The moment we drop the efforts, the ego disappears. See, friends, when I take rice on Ekadashi, I have committed a sin. But when after having eaten, if there is a constipation or a dysentery, there is no sin or merit. What is the reason? Eating rice on Ekadashi, I and the efforts were involved. But in digestion, I and the efforts are not involved, and therefore, wherever there is I and efforts involved, the strong personality is expressing. Therefore, ahankaram, balam, darpam, all our efforts, everything is slowly dropped away, and vimuccha nirmamaha shantaha. Thus, the one who is free from the virus of mamata is shanta. This is one of the important principles. A person who is at peace with himself alone can be at peace with the whole world. We are at war with ourselves. We are not at peace with ourselves. We know only one way to experience peace: go to sleep. See? To keep awake, live in this very much world, and yet be at peace with ourselves is what is to be a subjective observation. Such a person, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, now he is qualified for merging in the Absolute. You know, it is something like this. When the aeroplane takes off, what is the requirement? The aeroplane runs tremendous speed, not for hours together, only for 20 seconds, 15 seconds. It runs at tremendous speed. When it runs very fast, it loses its weight. And when it loses its weight, it becomes airworthy. And when it becomes airworthy, then only it takes off. If it cannot become airworthy, it cannot take off. There will be accident. If this is understood, in the same manner, we have to be meditation worthy. Worthy is an English word, not a Hindi word. Meditation worthy. लाल कपड़े पहनो कि पीले कपड़े पहनो? See, this is worthy, not the dress what you put on. It is not important. And how do we become meditation worthy? Like the aeroplane sheds away its weight by a tremendous speed, in the same manner, we shed away the burden of our own personality by deleting ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodam, parigraham. All these things are dropped. And when we become meditation worthy, then only takeoff happens. Therefore, I told you right in the beginning, don't do meditation. Meditation happens. Like प्यार किया नहीं जाता, हो जाता है. See? A mother is never told, you should love your child. It happens. See? First time mothers, they are given 101 instructions, isn't it? By the mother and the mother-in-law, ye mat khao, wo mat khao. Don't lift heavy things, don't know this thing. Don't watch terrible movies and read only Bhagavad Mahapurana. See? But after the baby is born, now change that, Lenins every 2 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't put, a commode there fixed to the body. No, Swamiji, we have fixed something. Now 1 month, even if you don't remove, it will remain inside. Don't do that. Clean every day. Everything is told, but never one instruction is given. Now this is your baby, you should love the baby. No. Now why the love comes in the heart of the mother? Because the mother has discovered herself extended in the baby. When we drop our I, our ego, the experience is like the mother sees herself extended in the baby. In the same manner, a person who is living in this knowledge, he experiences his extension in things and beings, and therefore there is effortless oneness with everybody around. You never feel awkward with anything, any place, with anybody. Because there is no sense of otherness. See, friends, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, then only he is merging in the totality, the infinite. And when this happens, then what is that? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati samaha sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labhate param. See? Brahma Bhutaha Prasannatma. This is the verse of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, verse number 54. It's the most favorite verse I like of the whole Bhagavad Gita. Brahma Bhutaha Prasannatma. How do we know that we are spiritually evolving? Our spiritual evolution is directly proportionate to the blissful experience of our being all the time. Prasannatma. See, self-realization is not leading a life, Babaji, will you eat this thing? No, no, I am realizing, interest in khane mein. Let us go and see a movie. No, I have no interest in that. Let us die. No, I have no interest in death also. You die. See? Leading a life of no interest is not realization. See? Like a child. A child can take interest in silly things and discovers happiness in that. A wise man is happy over silly things and silly people around. See, friends. And if we can be happy over silly things, nobody in this world can make us miserable. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. And what is the meaning of being ever cheerful? Two things. Na shochati. He does not bring the past. I wish I had not done this thing. I wish I have done this thing. Drop the past. Gone for good. And this is how we develop the habit. Don't bother about anything in this world. You are not responsible for creating the hole in the, ozone layer. You are not created. Why you worry? Lekin wahan ched ho gaya. See, the world is holy. Don't unnecessarily become miserable about it. This your environmental thing is going on. And that news comes, and I have seen in the youngsters becoming very serious. Swami, what is going to happen? I said, why should I worry? I am going to die before it collapses. See? Similarly, when they have to enjoy the times of Diwali, etc., no, our school teacher has told we should not burn the crackers because there are many millions in the country who are not taking food, therefore we should not waste our money. This is a dumb philosophy. Don't get lost into that foolish thing. See, like the Western world have created the problem. Now they are telling the other developing countries, you pay more than us. See, in this world, a simple rule is, sarve guna kanchanam ashrayanti. If you are rich, you are right. See, friends, don't get carried away by these worldly gimmicks. Focus your attention on your own peace. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, all that has happened and gone is gone for good. Na shochati. And na kankshati. No expectation. I wish this happens. Keep on wishing. It will never happen. Then what is required is when you block your past and the future, you start remaining in the present. See? And when you remain in the present, then alone you are happy. See, friends, happiness and presence are equal to each other. Nobody can say that I am happy, but I didn't know I am happy. Then you are in sleep. Therefore, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. Then, when we start leading in the utter present, Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu, then there is no differentiation on account of the differences. Somebody is mine, somebody is not mine. No. Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu. Then, Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. This discovery of identity with the totality is called as the supreme devotion. Devotion is not in a makeup, a devotional makeup. No, it is not that. Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param. When we are able to accept the world as it is, we are living in meditation. See, if you see all the great masters in this world, they have never tried to improve anybody. Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he never tried to improve anybody. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, he never tried to improve anybody. See, those who are having improvement projects, they are not walking spiritual path. In your Baroda, I am going tomorrow there. They are also management association. So they wanted to copy our Ahmedabad Management Association like that. So they called me also. Kaha Raja Bhoj, kaha Gangua Teli. But I cannot tell them. But when I will go there, oh, nothing like, Baroda Management Association. See? So they told me, once only I had gone there, Swamiji, please give us some talk on business and spirituality. Can it go hand in hand? I said, my lecture is over in one talk, one line. What is that? Make spirituality as a business and grow wise. This is what most of us are doing under the disguise of spirituality. It has become a business.